Welcome to Macabre Miscellanea, a curated collection of digital dread. There's a comfortable assumption most of us carry around that looking at a screen is a one-way transaction. You check it. It doesn't check you back. Tonight's stories are for anyone who's ever wondered if that was actually true. Accounts of people who went looking for something small and discovered at some point that they had already been found first. Tonight's collection, terrifying dark web accounts. It already knew you were there. Turn down the lights. Let's begin. Story number 1 from user Cache Corruption. My old laptop keeps opening tabs I closed 6 years ago.
So this is gonna sound stupid, but I need to write it down somewhere because I've been staring at my screen for like 3 hours now, and I don't know what to do. I have this old Dell from 2017 that I used all through college. Barely works anymore. Fan sounds like a lawnmower. Takes 10 minutes to boot up. You know the type. I've been meaning to wipe it and donate it, but kept putting it off because lazy. Last week I finally decided to go through and delete everything personal before I got rid of it. That's when it started happening. I'd close a browser tab and it would just reopen. Not immediately, like 5 or 10 minutes later. And it wasn't random tabs, it was old ones. Stuff I hadn't looked at in years. A YouTube video I watched sophomore year at 2 a.m. when I couldn't sleep. A Reddit thread about whether frogs can drown. They can apparently still haunts me. An Amazon listing for rain boots I never bought. Just random fragments of my digital past bubbling back up. At first I thought it was a virus or some browser glitch. I ran malware bytes, cleared my cache, restarted everything. It kept happening. Then I noticed the tabs weren't opening in the order I'd closed them. They were opening in chronological order of when I'd originally visited them. Oldest to newest, one every few hours, which meant it was working backwards through 6 years of browsing history. I started recognizing patterns. Tabs from the night before my mom's surgery. Tabs from when I was applying to jobs senior year. Tabs from that weird month where I got really into lucid dreaming and kept a dream journal. Never worked, by the way. It was like watching my own archaeological record assemble itself without my permission. Here's where it gets weird, though. 3 days ago, a tab opened to a forum I don't remember ever visiting. Some kind of archived message board from 2018 about urban exploration. The specific thread was about a tunnel system under an old hospital in a city I've never been to. I read through it because honestly, what else was I going to do? And there's a comment from a deleted user that just says, "If you're reading this because your browser brought you here, don't close this tab." I closed it obviously because that's some creepypasta bullshit, and I'm not 12. It reopened 4 minutes later. I've closed it maybe 60 times since then. It always comes back. And now other tabs have stopped reopening. Just that one. Over and over. The forum's been offline since 2019 according to Wayback Machine, but the tab loads fine, comment and all. I tried to factory reset the laptop yesterday and it froze during the reset, then booted back up with just the browser open, one tab, same thread, same comment. I don't remember ever visiting that forum. I searched my entire email for any mention of it, checked my old notebooks, even went through my phone photos from 2018, thinking maybe I'd screenshot something. Nothing. But it's in my browser history with a timestamp and everything. March 15th, 2018, 11:47 p.m. I was definitely awake then. I remember that night for other reasons. But I don't remember that tab. The laptop's sitting across the room right now, fan whirring, screen glowing. I can see the tab from here, and I keep thinking about how the comment says, "Don't close this tab," but it doesn't say what happens if you keep it open.
Story number 2 from user Candle Cipher. Someone keeps accepting my deliveries.
TLDR. Packages. I didn't order keep getting signed for at my address. I live alone. So this is probably nothing, but it's 2 a.m. and I can't sleep, so here we are. I work from home, freelance graphic design before anyone asks why I'm always here, and I get a lot of Amazon deliveries. Like, a lot. Office supplies, groceries, whatever. The usual modern hermit lifestyle. Point is, I know my delivery patterns. About 3 weeks ago, I got a notification that a package was delivered and signed for at 11:47 a.m. I was home. I was at my desk, which faces the front window. No one knocked. No one came to the door. But there's the package, sitting on my porch when I check an hour later. The signature on the tracking info just says, "Received by resident." I figured the driver just, didn't want to wait, forged it, whatever. It's happened before. I brought the box inside. Here's where it gets weird. The package wasn't anything I ordered. It was a doorbell camera, one of those Ring alternatives. Still sealed, legit shipping label with my address, but I never bought it. I checked my Amazon account, my email, my bank statements, nothing. I called Amazon and they basically said their system showed I ordered it 3 months ago. I didn't. And would I like to return it? No thanks. I'll keep the free camera, I guess. The customer service rep seemed annoyed that I was confused about my own order. I installed it that same day. Felt stupid not to, right? Free security camera? 2 days later, another delivery. Signed for at 9:33 a.m. I was making coffee. Kitchen's right next to the front door. I would have heard the truck. I would have heard footsteps. I would have heard something. Checked the new doorbell footage. No one came to the door. The package just appears. One frame, it's not there. The next frame, there's a box on the porch. No truck, no person, no motion detected according to the app, even though the thing literally appeared. This time it was a space heater. Again, not something I ordered, but my account shows I ordered it. 4 months ago, according to Amazon, the third package came yesterday. Cat food. I don't have a cat. My account says I've had a subscribe and save on this brand for 6 months. I checked the doorbell footage immediately this time. Same thing. The box is just suddenly there between frames. But here's the thing that's really fucking me up. On the delivery confirmation, someone signed for it. The tracking shows a signature at 10:15 a.m. Scanned, received, signed. I was standing at the front door at 10:15 a.m. because I was watching for it. I saw the box appear on the camera feed, walked 3 steps, and opened the door. Couldn't have been more than 5 seconds between the notification and me opening the door. The box was cold, not package left outside in winter cold. Cold like it had been in a freezer. The cardboard was wet, but it wasn't raining. I just checked my Amazon account again. I've apparently got subscribe and save orders going back almost 2 years now for things I've never seen. Dish soap, batteries, toothpaste, trash bags. All the stuff you'd need if you lived somewhere. The delivery notes all say, handed directly to resident. I live alone. I've always lived alone. But someone keeps accepting my deliveries.
Story number 3 from user Quantum Lag. My antivirus keeps quarantining a file I've never downloaded.
So this is going to sound paranoid, but I promise I'm not usually like this. 3 weeks ago, my Antivirus, Kaspersky paid version, started flagging this one file every single morning. Same time, 6:47 a.m. The file name is just a string of characters that look like keyboard mash, XHH4T9Q P2.tmp, and it's always in a temp folder that gets created fresh each time. The weird part is the detection name. It's listed as pup.optional.userpresence, which I googled, and that's not a real classification. Like, potentially unwanted programs have standardized naming conventions, and this doesn't match any of them. I checked Kaspersky's own malware encyclopedia, nothing. So I let it quarantine the file, deleted it from quarantine too, did a full system scan, came back clean, checked my startup programs, my scheduled tasks, my registry. I'm not super technical, but I can follow guides, nothing suspicious. Next morning, 6:47 a.m., same file, same location, same detection name. I tried changing my antivirus software, switched to Malwarebytes. I found the file too. But get this, I classified it as trojan.presence.monitor, which is also not a real category I can find anywhere online. And the file size was different. The first one Kaspersky caught was 47 kilobytes. This one was 53 kilobytes. I know that sounds like maybe they're just detecting different things, but the file path was identical, character for character, and both happened at exactly 6:47 a.m. I'm not downloading anything sketchy. I don't torrent. I barely use this computer except for work, data entry, and normal browsing. Reddit, YouTube, news sites. The most dark web thing I've ever done is use DuckDuckGo. But here's what's actually making me write this post. Yesterday, I left my computer off completely, shut down before bed, unplugged it from the wall, just to see what would happen. This morning, I plug it back in, boot it up, and there's a notification from Windows Defender, which I guess was running in the background this whole time, even with third-party antivirus. Threat detected at 6:47 a.m. While the computer was off and unplugged, the file name was different this time, wj3n7fg4x.tmp, but the classification was adware.optional.userpresence, and the timestamp was exactly 6:47:32 a.m. I checked the system logs. The computer registered the threat detection before Windows even finished booting, like it was waiting. I'm running another full scan now, but I already know it's going to come back clean, except for this one file. That'll show up again tomorrow morning. Does anyone know what this is? I've searched every tech forum I can find, and nobody's ever mentioned anything like this. The file names are always different, but the user presence part is always there, and I cannot figure out what that's supposed to mean. Edit, next day. So the scan finished, clean, obviously, but I checked the quarantine log, and all 3 previous instances of the file are gone, not deleted. They're just not listed anymore, like they were never quarantined at all. And this morning at 6:47, my webcam light turned on for maybe 2 seconds. No file detected this time. I've got tape over the camera. Yeah, I'm that person now. But the light still came on. I don't think this is antivirus software anymore.
Story number 4 from user Debug Reality. The site I found knows when I'm looking at it.
So I know how this sounds. I know exactly how this sounds. But I'm writing this down because I need someone else to tell me I'm being paranoid, or that there's a normal explanation I'm missing. Because right now, I feel like I'm losing my mind. 3 weeks ago, I was doing the usual late-night Wikipedia rabbit hole thing. Started with Victorian morning customs, ended up on unexplained radio signals, you know how it goes. And I found a link in a talk page that seemed like it was probably a joke or an ARG or something. The URL was just a string of numbers with a .onion extension. I've got Tor installed because I occasionally read stuff about internet privacy and felt like I should understand how it works, so I figured why not. The site that loaded was nothing special. Just a page with a dark gray background and a single line of white text that said, Recursive Observance Protocol, Session Initiated. Below that was a timestamp, my current time, down to the second. I refreshed, the timestamp updated. Okay, fine, that's just JavaScript or whatever. Websites do that. But then the text changed. It said, Confirmation Observer Browser Memory Present. I need to be clear about something. I had never been to the site before. I had never used this username anywhere on the dark web. Browser memory is what I use for Reddit, Discord, a couple forums. That's it. There's no reason this random .onion site would know that name. I closed the tab immediately, cleared my browser history, the whole deal, tried to forget about it. 2 days later, I was reading something completely different, an article about the Mandela effect on some regular ClearNet site. And in the middle of a paragraph, just inserted into the text like it had always been there, I saw, Observer browser memory, session resumed. It was in the same font as the rest of the article, same color, but I refreshed and it was gone. I checked the Wayback Machine and that text wasn't in any archived version. Now it's happening more. I'll be reading anything. News article, recipe blog, Wikipedia, doesn't matter.
and I'll see my username embedded in the text. Sometimes it's just browser memory in the middle of a sentence where it doesn't belong. Sometimes it's longer. Yesterday, I was reading about the history of Prague, and a whole paragraph was replaced with observer browser memory continues to seek external validation of observed phenomena. Confirmation remains impossible. Session extends indefinitely. When I try to screenshot it, the text is never there in the image. When I try to highlight and copy it, my cursor goes around it like the text is in a different layer. And here's the thing that's making my hands shake as I type this. About an hour ago, I was reading an article about something completely unrelated. Didn't even have my VPN on, just regular browsing. And embedded in the middle of a paragraph was, observer browser memory is currently documenting this session on reddit.com. I hadn't even started writing this post yet. Has anyone ever heard of something like this? Some kind of browser exploit or tracking thing that can modify page content on the fly? I've run every malware scan I can find. Everything comes back clean. I just want someone to tell me there's a normal explanation, because the alternative is that something on the dark web is watching what I read, and it wants me to know it's watching.
Story number 5, from user Offsite Archive. Someone keeps correcting my Wikipedia edits, and they know things they shouldn't.
So this is going to sound paranoid, but I need to write it down somewhere because I genuinely don't know what to do. I edit Wikipedia. Not like professionally or anything. I just fix typos and add citations when I'm bored at work. Mostly local history stuff. My town had this whole industrial boom in the 1950s, and there's barely anything documented online. So I've been slowly adding info from old newspaper archives at the library. About 3 months ago, I added a paragraph about a factory fire in 1957. 23 people died. I found the original incident report on microfiche. Yes, I'm that person. And added details. Names of victims, time of the alarm, cause of ignition. Pretty standard stuff. Within 6 hours, someone reverted my edit. The reason given was inaccurate victim count. They changed it to 24. I checked my sources again. The newspaper said 23. The official report said 23. I changed it back, added the citation. They changed it again within the hour. 24. No explanation this time, just the number. I looked at their edit history. The account was old, created in 2008, but this was their first edit in 5 years. Before that, just random grammar fixes on articles about Swedish train stations. Nothing about my town, nothing about industrial accidents. I left it alone. Figured maybe there was a discrepancy in the records I didn't know about. Then I added a section about the factory's original owner, a guy named Howard Kellis. I found his obituary from 1961, included the death date, cause, heart attack, and where he was buried, standard biographical stuff. Same account reverted it. Changed the death date by 3 days. Changed cause of death to acute respiratory failure. Left everything else. Here's the thing. I cannot find a single source that corroborates their version, but I also can't find anything that contradicts it except the obit I found. And now I'm wondering if maybe the obit was wrong, or if I misread the microfiche, because this person is so specific. They're not vandalizing, they're correcting. I tried messaging them through Wikipedia. No response. I checked their recent activity. They've edited 4 more articles since then, all of them tangentially related to my town. A highway construction project from 1959. A school district merger in 1962. A church that burned down in 1954. Every edit is a small correction, a date, a name, a number. They're always more specific than the sources I can find. And I've started checking, really checking, and I can't prove them wrong. Last week, I added information about the factory's demolition in 1978. Included a photo I found in the Historical Society's archives. The building mid-collapse, wrecking ball just visible on the left side of the frame. They edited it again, same day. They said the photo was from 1979. They said the wrecking ball crew was from a different company than the one I listed. And then they added something I didn't include. Demolition, halted for 6 days following discovery of sub-basement level not included in original blueprints. I can't find any record of that. I've looked. There's nothing about a sub-basement or a delay. But I also can't find the original demolition contract anymore. The Historical Society says they have it, but when I went in yesterday, the box it was supposed to be in was empty. TLDR. Someone keeps editing my Wikipedia contributions with hyper-specific corrections I can't verify, and now the physical records I used are disappearing. Edit. I just got a notification. They edited again, this time on the factory fire article. They added a 24th name to the victim list. It's my grandfather's name. He died in 2003. He never worked at that factory.
Story number 6, from user Antique Teeth. There's a forum where everyone posts from the same IP address.
I need to preface this by saying I'm not particularly tech-savvy. I know what an IP address is in the abstract sense. It's like your computer's home address on the internet. But I couldn't tell you how to spoof one or hide one or whatever. So, when I noticed this, I wasn't looking for it. I found the forum through a dead link on an old cybersecurity blog, the kind of place where people were still arguing about whether TrueCrypt was compromised. The forum itself had that early 2000s aesthetic. Gray background, Arial font, no avatars. The posts were all time-stamped, but the dates felt off. Like someone would reply to a thread from 2019 and 2016. The chronology was just completely fucked. The topics were mundane, really mundane. People asking for recipe recommendations. Someone looking for a specific brand of discontinued deodorant. A whole thread about the best month to visit Portland. The consensus seemed to be October, if you're curious. Normal internet stuff, except everyone wrote in this really similar way. Same cadence, same little verbal tics. Lots of I mean and to be fair and honestly. I only noticed the IP thing because I was trying to figure out if the forum was even active. I clicked into a user's profile, someone called Normal Poster 01. And there was this detail page that showed join date, post count, and IP address, which seemed like a weird thing to display publicly, but okay. The IP was 185.220.101.67. Then I checked another user. Same IP. I checked 6 more users, all posted from 185.220.101.67. Now, I know there are explanations for this. Shared networks, VPNs, maybe some kind of institutional setup. But something about it felt wrong in a way I couldn't articulate. I started reading the posts more carefully. And that's when I noticed the other thing. Everyone had the same gaps in their knowledge. Like, there was a thread about childhood memories from the 90s, and everyone remembered the same shows, the same toys, the same McDonald's promotions. But no one remembered 9/11. Someone asked about it directly. Where were you when it happened? And the thread just went silent. Not locked, not deleted. Just no replies. I made an account, used a temporary email, didn't give real info. The registration went through instantly, no email confirmation needed. When I logged in and checked my profile, my IP address was listed as 185.220.101.67. I posted a test message in the general discussion section. Does anyone else think it's weird we all have the same IP? Within 90 seconds, there were 3 replies. The first one said, "It's just the forum software, don't worry about it." The second one said, "Yeah, I noticed that too, probably a display bug." The third one said, "I mean, to be fair, it doesn't really matter, does it?" I checked their post histories. All 3 accounts had been active for years, thousands of posts each. And when I looked at the reply timestamps, all 3 had posted at the exact same second. I tried to log out, but the log out button just refreshed the page. I closed the browser, cleared my cache, restarted my computer. When I opened my browser again, the forum was my home page. I never set it as my home page. I've been trying to post somewhere else, anywhere else, but every website I visit just redirects back to the forum. Reddit, Twitter, Google, everything. Just the forum. Just that gray background and Arial font and all those posts from 185.220.101.67. I'm writing this in a notepad file. I don't know if anyone will ever read it, but I need to document this. I just checked my network settings and my actual IP address, my real one, according to my router, is 185.220.101.67.
If tonight's stories have a moral, it's an ugly one. The difference between browsing and being watched closed a long time ago, and nobody sent a notice. If you enjoyed tonight's story, subscribe for more, leave a like, and share it with someone who appreciates the darker things. New dark posts from Macabre Miscellanea arrive every week. Until next time, remember, somewhere, right now, something already knows you're reading this.